Hi, my name's Trevor Rooney, and I've just been having a go at doing a sort of self-proposed interview about some of the things that I plan to do in the future, which is publishing a book called Nightshade, to which, when it's finished, I'm going to be looking for actors and actresses who want to put a little bit of time into it, and hopefully they'll assist by trying to get hold of their own costumes and sort of get themselves involved with making a short trailer for this sort of supernatural thriller that I've written. Now, when it's filmed, we're going to try to film it with sort of simple sort of camera systems rather than try to use all the expensive top-notch stuff. I'm filming at the moment with one of these kind of bloggy cameras. It's a Kodak Z1.8, to be honest, and the quality of this camera is absolutely incredible. And the thing about it is that when the trailer's done, what I'm going to try to do is obviously get sort of outside interest in it to find a proper film crew and sponsorship to produce a movie and have it filmed in York. Get some like sponsorship from the York City Council if possible. I don't really get on too well with the sort of council's people, in particular tourist information. It just seems to the fact that they see me as a bit of a sort of a renegade ghost walk because I don't do things the standard way. That's one of the reasons why my ghost walk isn't as successful as some of the bigger ghost walks that copied me over the last sort of like 10, 12 years or so. But nevertheless, I use my time in York not just to sort of stand on the corners of the streets and try to sort of drum up business and get people to join my ghost walk and hear the stories the way they should be presented, as they've always been presented, in a kind of old-time professional manner, without all the airs and graces, and a little bit of reality within the stories. I find with the other ghost walks in York that they're all a little bit kind of like, what's the word I can use for them? They are false, like tape recorders going round and round the clock constantly telling the same old bloody stuff, and it's just not happening. And unfortunately the tourists, when they go on the ghost walks in York, they don't know the difference between one ghost walk on the next, and unfortunately they don't find me because I don't advertise in the way that the other ghost walks do. The way you find me is just by chance, to be honest. I stand on the corner of the street in Stonegate from about 7 o'clock to about 7:30, dressed in the costume and the hat and everything, in the hope that people will spot me and come, "Oh, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I do the ghost walk. It starts from down the road there at 7:30 outside the Evil Eye, and the tour lasts about an hour. And when we've finished, we always end up in some sort of a nice pub where you can have a drink afterwards and have a bit of fun." There is one more thing I'd like to say about the ghost walk, is that other than doing the ghost walks, I tend to do ghost dinners by candlelight, where at the end of the dinner I sort of read a ghost story, or I entertain them with a bit of magic, because I'm quite sort of proficient in magic tricks and things like that. And it's a good night out, and it's a pity that the other ghost walks sort of haven't sort of followed on with something different. They're just after the cash, whereas I'm not. I mean, yeah, I need a little bit of cash, but I don't make a great deal of money from my walks. I get through, and generally sort of tend to be always a little bit broke, but there's nothing like writing a book in your spare time. And I just want to say that I'm determined to finish it, but I'm going to have to sort of get back to the real world. I'm going to be back in New York quite soon, organising things, and just basically persevering with what I do. Right, I'm back again. I just wanted to say that I'm determined to finish this book and make a movie. It's the only thing in my life that I've ever wanted to do. And what I'm saying to anybody out there that looks at this video is that I'm going to be looking for people who think they can act, or if they know they can act, to get themselves involved. When I say that, I mean in all kinds of ways. I would like some help with the script writing. I would like some help with all of you getting some costumes together for when we do the film. You know, means putting your hands in your own pockets a little bit, because I just don't have that kind of money to spend. And if it works out, then we'll all benefit from it, because obviously if we're going to make a full-on movie, you know, feature length, then I would want you all to be re-involved with it from start to finish, so that we kind of we get there in the end. I know there are a lot of people out there that are very keen to be involved with the production of this movie. I've had some offers already, but I've just not sort of taken them up. It's just one of them sort of things where you know you can't start something until you're ready, although there is no excuse for leaving it for too long. So that's really what I wanted to say. It's something that I forgot in the last interview. It was quite important for me to point out that, yeah, the end is nigh, as it were. I don't mean that for myself in some sort of like bad way, but you know, one day I'm going to be pushing up the daisies like everybody else. And before that happens, I really want to make sure that I get my dream. And